And welcome back to Anodyne 2 Return to Dust, Part 10. My name is Ev, and I'm pretty sure this will be the last part. So let's just get right into it. So obviously last time we ended on that phenomenal card, the one where we went to the world of realism, and it was getting kind of late, so I didn't have a lot of time to talk. But I just wanted to kind of cover some things there before moving on. We'll do this while we go back to the center. And first off, we've got Nora Eggers. Interesting idea. The world is, thematically mundane. It's ordinary. It's, Nora has conflicts with her family, her boss, the world around her. Just kind of like, moving through the motions of life without really living it. And we have the gargoyle, literally named GG800. Not quite sure what the gargoyle is supposed to represent in that space, but my god. Was that a terrifying sequence of events? I will say I genuinely loved it. Nora was invited to the Anno 2 internship, and we are in Newfoundland, and the internship is in Newfoundland. And in Newfoundland, it's seeming to me be that, Nora is Nova, or at least like analogous to it. So what does that make? So what does that make this place? Is this just escape? Is the whole context of this world just a form of escapism from her, challenging and kind of shitty life in the real world? Also, Ebes, is Ebes maybe an analogy to Elegy from the Dustbound, someone that Nova has a crush on? It's interesting. I still don't quite understand. I mean, the gargoyle is definitely creepy, don't get me wrong. I really loved it for that respect. I loved the use of placeholder text and other placeholder assets to distinguish this as like a break in the world itself. But I guess I'm not quite sure. Usually things have a very strong thematic anchoring in this game, so it's not perfectly clear to me like what the gargoyle itself is supposed to represent. Is it Nora's anxieties and fears about where her life is heading? I think it could be. But anyways, we're entering the last of the cards in the tower. And I believe we have enough dust. Yeah, because we did grind for it last time. Okay. So now, I will deposit the dust, and then I'm going to save my game. Oh, yeah. Time to bring about the Anodyne. Nova, you have more dust than the prism can hold. Worry not, as there's no need for you to deposit any more dust. Nova has completed her greatest mission to fill the fully upgraded prism with dust. Now she must speak with Sea Psalmist and Sea Visionary to initiate the Anodyne. Before I do that, I will save my game. Also, Nora had conflicts with her mother about coming out. I think Anodyne 2 as queer narrative continues to hold weight. Let's read these cards too. I know I'm kind of delaying the end, but let's go through it. Minorma, onwards, upwards, skywards. A world without expansion is one without a future. How can we seriously believe anything else? My plan will succeed. All will know the beauty of the orb. Fabrahim, Fashasha, the power of fashion is meant for all walks of life. We must unleash our fashion storms and show our inner beauties. New V-Land map. Oh, hello. Remember reading printouts of game creation explanation? I think talking about game manuals. Pilar Treacle. Ah, how good and clean it feels to be a person who has never mourned. I eat only broccoli now and other cultivars of the species Brassia oleracea. I think that's how it's said. But yeah, that's the species that makes, I think, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, a whole litany of vegetables that you are familiar with. Unreadable. Interesting, these items on the map. Not exactly sure what they're supposed to be. Anything in the inventory? Indecisive adventure. Once upon a time, I believed in truth and justice. I thought that hard work would be rewarded, but the real world isn't like that, is it, Nova? We're all just made of tiny particles spinning in chaos. The universe cares not for our feeble attempts to contain its infinite dance. Each of us, a universe, each of us, an atom. Change the factor of scale just a little bit, and suddenly every problem ceases to have meaning. How do we respond to everything at once? How is the story anything but a lie? Does it matter? Okay. I guess it's time. Time for the Anodyne. Alright, time to go to Center Sanctuary. This is it. It's time to fulfill our purpose. See Psalmist. Nova! Nova! The moment has come at last. See Visionary. Incredible, Nova. Truly, I tip my hat to you. With the help of the Metaclean framework, you have accomplished what none before ever have. See Psalmist. The Anodyne, Nova. You've done it. The Anodyne is coming at last. Oh, how we have longed for this day. See Visionary. Quickly now, we must empty the prism. Oh, this is ominous. Stavros. Can it be? Is it the long-awaited prophecy at hand? Gravis, the Anodyne. Stavros. I love you, Gravis. I'll always love you. Oh, this music. Ugh, makes me feel gross in many ways. Gravis. I know, Stavros, and I'll stay by your side forever, far beyond the edge of time, for in the end, what is the difference between time and space? Cloneway Jonstein. Cloneway, old boy, this is it. Cloneway Jonstein. Cloneway. I knew that we were right to wait patiently for the Anodyne. Think of all the train wrecks we have avoided just by keeping to ourselves. Haha. Thank you for always looking out for me, Cloneway. You deserve an honorary PhD in friendship. Ha ha ha. Honorary means fake, but it is still a respectable achievement. Cloneway, we'll see you on the other side. Geoff. Our boy Geoff. Geoff Agrasite. Ah, is it over now? Is the work finally complete? Yes, ha 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 ha. Now that the anodyne has arrived, I've confirmed the metal of my heart. I, Geoff, stayed true to the very end. Ha ha ha. I never abandoned my post, no matter what the others said to me, no matter what I had to lose. Dot dot dot. Silco, Amethea, are you proud of me now? Do you finally understand? Bran Maligdon. Being cleaned by Nova was the most wonderful feeling. All of the bitter rage that churned inside me was put to rest. I was so happy to rise above my shameful old behaviors. But as the novelty wore off, I began to remember the source of my anger, the questions that once haunted me. Why did the Center create Newfoundland? Why is the world so full of fear and pain? Pain which we compound in endless cycles of exploitation. But the fire within me had gone quiet, and only faint embers remained. Maybe the answers lie on the far side of the Anodyne. Sea Psalmist. At last, Nova, we will be at peace. No longer will our faulty actions mar the boundless power of our dreams. All will be right in Newfoundland. Ah, it is so beautiful, Nova. I am overcome, my child. Ha ha ha. I am weeping for joy. Sea Psalmist. Ah, she would be so proud of you, Nova, if only Palisade. They're just frozen in stasis. I haven't pressed anything. Wow. So, none of the characters grew or moved on. They've been literally frozen in place. None of the characters we met, they are stuck in their ways. They have been fixed. They have been unable to grow or move or develop or become something new. The Anodyne is numbing. The Anodyne is closure. The Anodyne is, I guess not closure, but like literal closure on yourself. It is avoidance. It is isolation. And in the world in which Nora and Nova exist is Newfoundland. Just like how we nanosparked into the creatures of this world, is Newfoundland sort of a nanospark of Nova herself? Like, is this world a representation of all of her challenges and struggles? And to embrace the Anodyne is to give up developing, to give up pain, to give up suffering, to give up hope, to give up joy, to give up growth. And it just says the end after I pressed a button. 2019 Analgesic Productions. Well, that's a sad ending. Marina Kitaka, one of the developers of this game. Perhaps there's another possible fate for Newfoundland. If you reload your save file, you will find yourself back before the Anodyne. Have you tried returning to the Dustbound village? Remember, you can always change your mind. I believe in you. Thanks, Marina. So the game isn't quite over yet. So we can embrace the void of the Anodyne, or we can choose different. Choose to live different, to be different, to choose different for ourselves and this world. So let's go. Let's go back to the Dustbound. glad we get to see them again. Enjoyed their presence in this game quite a lot. Also, C Visionary made the MetaClean framework, which is basically all the coins put around the world, as a desire to push Nova to like bring about the Anodyne. Is the implication there being that like C Visionary has knowledge of this world as like a game? Because it feels like, you know, the jokey nature of the metacoins is that like they're there to like encourage you to explore and progress, and like both in a game mechanic sense and in a narrative sense. So in order for that to be like true, like C Visionary must have some understanding of this world as a like a as a non-place, as like as just a digital facsimile of reality. I don't know what to make of that. Oh, I love this. Nova sees a sigil of Palisade. She reaches her hand up to the sigil, touching it, and the gravity inside the cave is reversed. I really love this space. It feels so cool. Top of the tower. We are moving. The tree in which the Handfruit Haven, which had the Dustbound, is shaped like a dust crystal. And when we vacuumed out all the dust crystals from the people, it basically stunted their growth. Whereas the fruit itself has embraced the dust crystal and has become, in essence, growth, development, self-discovery. I think that's pretty neat. Anyways, let's talk to the dog. Nova pets Wulgali. We get to pet the dog in this game. Wulgali seemed to like that. Wulgali. Purr. Nano Cleaner Nova. Purr. I am so ashamed when I think of the last time we met. I was wild then. My puffs were matted with dirt and tangled in twigs. I was rude to you, no doubt. Please accept my most humble apologies. Purr. What's that? You'd like to explore inside me? Well, I would be deeply honored. I'm sorry. Oh, how embarrassing. I'm having a hard time opening myself to residents. Oh, goodness. I promise I would like to let you in, but my body can be so frustrating at times. Esteemed Nano Cleaner, I would hate to have you go out of your way for me, but I have heard of a powerful artifact called the Trilock Collar. Ooh, that's the thing that you were collecting earlier. Perhaps if you were to collect the collar and fasten it around my neck, I would be able to resonate with you once again. Oh, I'd be so pleased, Nano Cleaner Nova. If I could belong to you. Purr. Purr. Nano Cleaner Nova, is that the Trilock Collar for me? Wow, you would really accept me as your own? Well then, there's no doubt in my mind anymore that we'll be able to spark a connection. However, I don't think I have a dust crystal inside of me currently. I would hate for you to waste your time. You know best, though, of course. Nova fastens the collar around Wulgali's neck. The air is thick with air, I guess? At least it's not dust. Nova, spark this being and forge a connection. Enter them and Take a look around. Shrink forth in the Auto Cleaner Nova. If I belong to you, then you will protect me from the dust. I don't have to worry about ever becoming wild again, because you will always be my owner. Near or far, I understand abstract concepts as no wild creature could. My favorite activity is to chase the buggy flies around the plateau. I am careful never to touch them, though. Only a wild creature would harm a buggy fly. I understand the proper place of fantasy versus reality. Bird. Notably no sequence. Also cool tunnel. Nova, huh? Why does everything look different? Have I landed in the wrong area? Nova, Drem, I'm so glad to see you. What happened here? Drem Kanako. Eh? Nova, oh yeah, I'm so sorry about how I left things earlier, Drem. I was mad at myself, and I shouldn't have taken it out on you in Elegy. Can you forgive me? Drem Kanako. Dot dot dot. Dot 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 dot. Well, hello, visitor. Welcome to Robust Bound Village. Nova, Drem, what are you talking about? Don't you mean Dustbound Village? Drem Kanako. Dustbound Village? Ha ha ha, what an absurd notion. Dustbound. Ha ha ha. As if the center would ever allow such a fate. We are here in the Robust Bound Village. We here in Robust Bound Village look forward to nothing but vigor and good health. Ah, you are the center's own nano cleaner, correct? It's a pleasure to meet you. I hope you enjoy your stay here in the Robust Bound Village. Nova, Drem. They got to Drem! Interesting too that all the colors in this like wacky place are all like a bit more muted now. Now that the center's influence has come here. What a sad fate. Millicent fam. Oh, never mind me. LaShawn Mixed. Yes, perfect. I have completed another painting. The center created me to be an artist. I can work tirelessly without taking breaks because I know that I am destined for true greatness. What have they done to these poor, poor people? Bob Grubbins. I am brother. Me Grubbins. I am sister. Ray Grubbins, I am mother. Dill Grubbins, I am father. They're all committed to their purpose to a fault. You know, fundamentally, that seems to be, oh, interesting. The sign here, West Housing, North Wrestling Ring, South Sea-Latrine. East clearing of the Binding Farm, but the farm is cut off. So is the wrestling ring. Only memories remain of these places. Yeah, you know, there's talk about this game as religious metaphor, talk about this game as like authoritarian control, talk of this game as escapism, but it truly seems to be, you know, I think those are all valid ways of interpreting it. But it really seems that this game is about, fundamentally about purpose and what it means. Nova found Palisades card, but it's all torn and taped up. Question mark. Drem was sorry that he tore up your card. He didn't know at the time what Palisade meant to you. Nova ... Elegy? Elegy Beatty. It's good to see you, Nova. Elegy, is that really you? What happened here? Why is everyone different? Elegy, have you ever blinked at the exact same moment that someone turned out the light? It almost feels like time cheated to rob you of that instant of transition, to make it forever impossible to reconcile the puzzle pieces of your existence. Nova, I saw Drem, but he was different. I don't like it, Elegy. Elegy, the life we had here in Dustbound Village was incompatible with the Center's vision, and so we were reset. My friends forgot everything they had once known. Ash and I escaped by chance with our dust-channeling peekaboo game. We vanished at just the right time and escaped the Center's gaze. Nova, why does it have to be this way, Elegy? Why does it have to hurt so much? Maybe it was a mistake to come here. If I bring about the Anodyne, I can undo all the sadness and loss. Oh no. Elegy, Nova, this loss that you feel, this is like a small taste of the Anodyne. If you give in to the Center, you will lose yourself completely. We all will. But I want Nova. But I want to feel right, Nova. But I want to feel right, Elegy. I want to feel at peace. Don't we deserve that, Elegy? Can't you see, Nova? We did feel right. This is a sad and scary world, but we were building something better from the wreckage. Nova, but why do we have to choose between the Center and ourselves? Maybe we could talk to the Center. Maybe it could change the rules. Maybe we could just act right because we want to and because it feels good, and we won't have to be afraid anymore. Elegy, it's a nice thought, Nova, but is that what you were ever promised? If such a thing were possible, do you have any evidence that it's what the Center desires? Nova, but... Nova, why wouldn't... Nova's head swims. Her vision fades into a dark and endless tunnel. Ah yes, she's starting to remember why she left the Dustbound. Drem, Elegy, all they ever wanted was to make a fool of Nova, to trample on the sacred task she had received from Palisade. Long ago, before Nova had ever glimpsed the open sky, she had known the malice that lurked inside her own heart. Bran Maligdon had taught her that. And what had Nova been hoping to gain by visiting Elegy again? She was no better than Gustine Paplin, always giving in to her basest desires for comfort and pleasure. It isn't worth it, Nova wants to scream at herself. She feels torn apart, but most of all, she's afraid. How can she possibly hold out forever? The dust. It will seep into the cracks of her shell, and she will turn to rot. Her purpose will spoil and disintegrate. She will be subsumed into the roiling pit of darkness, with only virulent regret and pain burned eternally into her dimming mind. She can hear the dust all around her. She can feel its potential in every particle of matter. The noise grows and grows and grows, growing. Elegy, Nova, come back to me. Elegy, that's happened before, hasn't it? Before you left the first time. Where are you going, Nova? When you get that look in your eyes, what are you seeing? Slowly, haltingly, the cacophony fades away. Nova's vision returns to normal. She looks up into Elegy's eyes, gentle and concerned. Nova is confused by her conflicting feelings. After a long pause, she finally speaks. Nova, I think it's the Glandulock seed. Elegy, what is a Glandulock seed? Nova, I received it when I was born. It connects me to the Center and gives me the power to transform dust crystals into cards. The Glandulock seed holds close the memories of what I have seen. It reminds me of what the dust is capable of. It reminds me of the stakes of my mission. Thanks to the Glandulock seed, I will never lose focus on what truly matters, eradicating the dust. Elegy, Nova. Sweetheart, in this life, many things will happen that might hurt or scare us. Sometimes, yes, we'll learn and grow and continue on our journey, but sometimes, Nova, sometimes things are just bad. There's not always a lesson. When you were young, you saw things that scared you. You were pressured with the weight of unfair expectations. Does the Glandulock seed help you to understand the true nature of your fears? Does it lift you up when you reach for something more beautiful and true within yourself? Or does it wield your fears against you, beating you down with insecurity until you believe you have no choice? Nova decides to stay the night. Elegy and Nova walk to the outskirts of the village, lay on a hilltop, and gaze into the starry night sky. Nova. Elegy. Nova, it's stuck there. Elegy. Nova, the glandulox seed. I can feel it. I can feel its tendrils flex and squeeze, branching throughout my entire being. Elegy. Nova, I could never ignore it. I could never be free of it. Even if I wanted to. It's always going to be a part of me, Elegy. Always. That's why I can't be the one to turn against the center. I can't be the one to end this, no matter what I might think or feel. Elegy. Nova, when you were born, they called you the Nano Cleaner, but you were the one who rose to that mantle. You were the one who molded yourself into the person who has made it this far. Ooh, powerful. And now, isn't it time to form yourself once again? Isn't it time to take that power of adaptation and redirect it towards what you truly believe? As long as you're alive, Nova, that is your gift. You can always become something new. Nova, I don't know, Elegy. I just don't know if I can believe that. I don't think it's right for me to gamble on a chance like that. But maybe I don't have to. Maybe there could be another. Elegy, I have an idea. Do you think you could teach me how to dust channel? The way you became invisible to the center? No, Elegy. Yes, of course. But why? Time passes, and eventually Nova leaves the village. Nova. This is the first time she spoke in 3D! Oh my gosh! I don't see any way around it. The center hid from me the true nature of the glandulox seed, but does it matter? If the Anodyne will truly be about peace and beauty, like Psalmist says, then who am I to stand in the way? I was created for a purpose. Why should I be owed anything more? And yet, I'm just not sure. In the end, there are two choices. Achieve the Anodyne, or confront the center. Although maybe I should just keep working until I'm more certain of my decision. Acquired item. Nova's Dilemma. Nova can confront the center by heading to the Dust Prism Cap in Blue Veil Center. Ooh. Nova faces a crossroads. She can either achieve the Anodyne by continuing to upgrade and fill the Dust Prism, or she can confront the center by heading to the Dust Prism's camp at Blue Veil Center. Okay, so I feel even more vindicated about thinking this as metaphor for, you know, purpose and like your relationship to purpose. You know, the glandulox seed is, you know, sort of the baggage that comes with your upbringing, your life, the forces in the world that mold you to be something that, you know, may or may not fit perfectly, whatever that purpose may be. And now Nova is confronted with a choice. Embrace the purpose of her birth, or take the scary step in spite of the baggage of her life and her choices, her existence. Choose to redirect that towards something constructive and confront the center, an entity, a being, an existence in which has basically no one's interest in mind except its own. Alright, we gotta get back. Not before a few meta coins, of course. Just like Nova is never totally free of her upbringing and the influence of the center, so am I not free of its influence via the meta coins collected in the world. I can knowingly be aware that they are the center influencing me to behave like an objective, driven gamer, but yet I am compelled by nothing but the collectible to continue my purpose, to get more coin. Alright. Confront the center? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. There's no turning back. I understand. Do you really think you can change anything? I have a plan. Well, look at what we have here. Little Nova wearing the big girl pants. You think you're really something, don't you? You think highly of yourself, isn't that right? Yes. Ha! That's a laugh. As if you've ever been more than a whimpering mound of self-pity. So you're really going through with this? Yes. Even though it means turning your back on Sea Psalmist and Palisade? Yes. Well, fine then. Do things your way. We'll see how it turns out, now won't we? Nova, my plan begins with removing the top lid of the dust prism. Perhaps I can use my spark ability. Oh, shit. Sea Psalmist. Nano Cleaner Nova. What is the meaning of this? Sea Visionary. I'm worried about this behavior, young lady. It's highly risky and we wouldn't want you to get hurt. Nova. You don't care about me at all, do you? You just want to use me. Sea Visionary. Not at all, Nova. You are highly prized by the Center and we've always striven to demonstrate your worth with the utmost professionalism. The MetaClean framework was specifically designed with Sea Psalmist. That's enough, Visionary. I told you your soulless pandering would be our downfall. Nova, we have sincerely attempted to support and guide you in your work to the best of our abilities, but that's not all you needed, was it? You needed love, caring, the nourishment of the spiritual self. You are not merely a machine to be oiled and controlled. I understand that now, Nova. Don't you see? I too feel the emptiness inside, the longing. Nova, these feelings are important. They point us to the center, to the Anodyne. Nova, I hate the Glandulox seed. I hate that it lives inside of me and wraps itself around every experience. It hurts me when I want to explore. It numbs me when I want to feel. It makes me afraid when I want to be strong. Why didn't anyone warn me? How could you let this happen? I didn't know what it would be like until it was far too late. Sea Psalmist. Nova, I should think you'd understand this by now. The world outside is broken, filled with lascivious temptations and destructive thoughts. Nothing of true value comes from the dust, no matter how alluring it might seem. The Center is saving you the trouble of mucking around in that cesspool of shame and heartache. It may seem like we are missing out now, but nothing out there can compare to the glory of the Anodyne. Nova, I just don't think I believe that anymore. I want to be able to feel things and see things and find my own path. Sea Visionary. Nova, the Center has been very patient with your wandering heart, but now that patience wears thin. What choice do you imagine that you have here? Do you think that you could be anything besides the Nano Cleaner? Nova. Sea Visionary. Do you really think that you can change who you are? Nova. No, I don't. In an instant, Nova flings her body into the prism. Oh! Psalmist cries out in shock and alarm. Visionary snorts in disgust. But as Nova falls away from them, cocooned in the pillar of swirling dust, their voices fade like a distant dream. Oh, this is a cool sequence. Nova thinks to herself, it would be so easy to let go. To just forget about the limits of my skin and melt into the dust. It feels so nice to not exist. No, that's not why I came here. I have to hang on. I have to be there. Because if I can convince them that I'm gone, then maybe, just maybe, Nova tumbles through the prism. She grows closer and closer to the bottom, and as she reaches it, her body pierces through the crystalline barrier, the burst prism spewing dust and debris in all directions. See Psalmist and see Visionary survey the aftermath of Nova's impulsive plunge. The base of the prism is damaged. Dust has leaked out and suffused the air of the chamber. Nova is nowhere to be seen. See Psalmist. No. No! She's been destroyed. Visionary, what have you done? I poured my heart out to Nova, and you broke her will. See Visionary. That cleaner was poisoned from the start by your mindless chatter. Who was it that stoked her illogical desires? See Psalmist. Oh, Center, forgive us. How long can this go on? See Visionary. As long as it must, obviously. The Anodyne will work beautifully. It's only a matter of time. With my guidance, the next cleaner will succeed. Psalmist. But the creation of a cleaner is costly. And if a new palisade is generated as well, the center's energy stores will be left in critical condition. See Visionary. A new palisade? Ha! Palisade's guidance was worse than your own. The center briefed me on the consequences of that little experiment. Psalmist. Palisade nurtured Nova's soul. Perhaps if she were still around, Nova would not have turned to such drastic measures. See Visionary. Sentimental fool. You're beginning to sound like that wayward Nova. Have you forgotten what was wrought by the previous cleaner before the initiation of the Analgesic Protocol? Oh, gosh. Just trust in the center. The iteration is nearly complete. All we need to do is wait. Sometime later. Nova. ... Ouch! Nova's whole body aches. Slowly she opens her eyes to see that she's landed inside the bowl-like depression of Center Sanctuary. Her body must have been torn nearly to shreds by that dive through the dust prism. She glances down to survey her wounds. And she sees nothing. Her plan is working. She is successfully dust channeling, vibrating the particles around her to camouflage herself in plain sight. See Psalmist and see Visionary float above, none the wiser, and as if on cue, a strange sight runs into Nova's field of vision. Ooh. Nova sees herself? No, a mere image, a new cleaner, and the newcomer stands on the center pedestal where Psalmist and Visionary await her. See Psalmist. Zara, listen closely. I will now reveal to you your true purpose in the path ahead. You've been born into a war zone, Zara. Granted, it is not a contest of swords or guns, of armies or infantry. We wage a war that is nearly invisible, yet wholly insidious. We face a deadly force that wrinkles the face of time as a lurking water beast ripples the surface of a lake, disrupting the clear reflection of our souls. We call it nanodust. Nanodust allows us to embrace our soul's Psalmist. Nova watches as Sea Psalmist delivers those familiar words, this time to a new cleaner Zara. She steels herself to execute the next stage of her plan. Her timing must be perfect. The dust around her sways in rhythmic patterns. She lets its tempo envelop her. Swish. 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 Then she drops the mirage and bursts into view. Sea Psalmist cries out, Nova, is that you? How? But before anyone can speak another word, Nova has flung her spark of connection directly at Zara's heart. Oh my gosh. The final act of NanoCleaner Nova. Within the heart of NanoCleaner Zara, Nova executes a desperate plan. NanoCleaner Zara. Ooh, that Glandulox seed is pissed. Nova, everything is going according to plan. You can do this, Nova. The final act. Interesting. So we're... Aha! Nice. So we're at the final act of the game. It's interesting to me, you know, those are like cake boxes, and these are like kitchen counter type structures in, or maybe even cereal boxes inside of Zera. And well, I think strictly for gameplay purposes, this is a 2D environment. I also think it's interesting that we were born in a 3D environment, and Zera is not. Or I guess it's not born, because she was already born. She already took the rail line to the center sanctuary. The elements of nurturing form an impenetrable seal. Together they protect the Glandalok's cave. Okay. Oh, these teleporters are something else. A little finicky, but that's okay. Oh, a bottle of milk. I guess these are all kind of like the beginning sort of nurturing things that we saw in Nova at the start. I guess that makes sense since Zera really just came into existence. How do I get rid of that spike? This finicky. There's got to be a clear way of doing this. I think that might be it. Let's just get the momentum right. Feeling dumb this one. I feel like it should be a simple one. I'll try the other direction. Maybe something will come to me. Those spinning Zeras. Oh, the button. We gotta press the button. I see. Shh. Okay, there's definitely something I'm missing in the other room, because there's no way that that puzzle is that easy, and this one is tricky. Oh, I gotta hit all three buttons. I see. Okay, so up, left, probably means we need to destroy these things. Aha! Probably easier to do this while they're in the bubble form. Nice. Okay. So there is a spike guy there, and then there's a bubble one up top. If I move too quickly... Oh, I see. I see. I wonder if the door screen transition is intentional as the solution to this puzzle. Ah, come on. Nice. One's a little tricky. Also, thinking about themes here, Zera, is there are a lot of, you know, kitchen-related items, kind of similar to the, like, breakfasty theme of Nova, but noticeably more adult, like, you know, the doilies and, like, those, like, old 60s style table decors and, you know, like the teal color and you name it. I'm curious if that is an intentional choice to just show that, you know, Nora is, you know, fully formed at this point. Oh my god. I can do this. There we go. Nailed it. 2 keys. Ow. Interesting. This place is kind of a maze. Oh, nice. Always feels good to take care of the the boss or the enemy that's trying to attack you. Rooms of the Reguloid. She who desires to pass must pay with her own blood. So you take damage. Oh, so the red gates require you to take damage. Interesting. So if that runs into that, it's going to destroy the boomerang. Okay. So I need the like little boomerang guy to... Come on. There we go. I think it's interesting that there are puzzles that require you to damage yourself. I guess it makes sense as a final. Oh, I know exactly what it wants me to do. That's awesome. It's funny that those snowmen are so terrifying in that one segment, but yet here they're just like, oh yeah, I do want to have them chase me. Zeroid. Little Reguloid makes me so nice and comfy. Reguloid. Woof woof. Translation. Intruder. Intruder. Woof woof. Oh, we got a spark. We're going in deeper. This is a nice use of all of the game's mechanics at this point. Zera's Reguloid has been annihilated. A seal of the Glandalox cave has been broken. Nice. One down, 2 more to go. Zeroid, did you destroy little Reguloid? What are you doing? Ooh, that pattern's pretty creepy, but I kind of like it. Alright. Where to go now? Got another key, which makes me assume that there's another... Aha! Chamber of the Cereal. Oh, I want to go this way, I think. Okay, hold up. Alright. This is clearly for the spike. And then... Oh, I need 2 of them. Okay. I need to use the momentum. Ah, come on. Okay. Okay. Be patient. What? Oh, you want it like that. Okay. Okay. I'm figuring it out. There we go. I can solve the puzzles. You need to get rid of both of them. Oh, it has the bubble. That's why. Okay. Here. Shoot. And I'm guessing this itself. Yeah, there we go. Zeroid. Yum yum. Tasty cereal energy for the Glandalox seed. Let's spark a connection. Got it. Zera's Centerberry Crunch cereal has been destroyed. A seal to the Glandalox cave has been broken. 1 more to go. Zeroid. Eh? Miss Nova, what happened to the cereal? I like the background tiling of the floor with the, like, window glowing through. Very cool. Ooh, interesting. I bet. Ha. I feel so smart. Key. Nice. Okay, I was just looking at the mini map just in case. Going up and over. Now it is here. Oh my god. Please tell me this is just something super obvious that I'm missing. Okay, come on. There's gotta be something very clear I'm missing here. Are you kidding me? I feel so dumb that I can't figure this out. That, like, circle makes me think it wants you to shoot something there, but it keeps getting destroyed. So I'm like, if I shoot up into it, I can't get enough momentum. If I shoot right into it, like... Oh my god. I'm gonna pause the game and I will be right back. Okay, we're back. I looked it up and I definitely do feel a little stupid, but that's what it said to do online. Oh, okay, I get it. What? That is exactly what the other person did. I'm moving as quickly as I can. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. I don't know why that was so finicky. Cradle of the Milk. The slime problem. A youthful slime bursting with potential. An elderly slime full of experience. Who deserves to live? Sorry, old timer. Oh, okay. Some of those snowmen. Ah, I see what it wants me to do. Nice. Okay. Thankfully, nothing else is as finicky as... Oh, I see what it wants. Okay. At least I thought I did. Aha! Okay. That's what I thought it wanted from me. Ow! First time I actually feel pressure from health. Okay, I think between the hard lock and what that we experienced and how finicky that was, I do wonder like if there's something crazy under the hood where this game is like running differently on Switch 2. Because I'm like, I do not remember this being this that being that precise. Zeroid. Milky milk waters and Milky Milk waters and hydrates Mr. Glandular. Okay, so let me try that again. Zeroid. Milky milk waters and hydrates Mr. Glandular. Okay, that's just a weird sentence. I don't know. I could be crazy though. Maybe it was always there. All right. Done. The 3 parts of the Glandular seed. Zera's yolk milk has been evaporated. A seal to the Glandular's cave has been broken. Alright. Time to go to the Glandular's cave. Zeroid. Ah, the milk is gone. Mr. Glandular is going to be so sad. Well, that seems like Mr. Glandular's problem, not mine. Alright. Ooh, moody. Oh my god. That's horrifying. Glandular seed. Miss Nova, I don't understand. What are you doing here? Nova, Glandular, I'm here to remove you from Zera. She deserves to live without you inside of her, constricting her. Glandular seed. But don't you understand, Miss Nova? I'm a vital part of Zera. I connect her to the center. I give her the power that she needs to face the dust. Without me, she would be nothing. An empty egg, hollowed out and purposeless. Nova, no. I am the one who's lost, trapped between irreconcilable worlds, chained to a cause I cannot serve. But Zera, she is a beautiful shell, a wonderful egg. Let her fill herself with everything. That is life. Don't mistake opportunity for death. Zera will be something truly astonishing. She'll grow into a life that I could never imagine. Glandular seed. I hate you, Miss Nova. You're being very naughty. Ooh, I'm telling on you, Miss Nova. A Glandular seed should never be removed. Never, never, never. You think she'd be better off without me? She'd be filled with yucky dust and poisoned before you can even say Glandular, and it'll be all your fault. Oh, how I hate you. Oh, how I hate you so much. I want to kill you now. Miss Nova, I'm going to kill you to death. Okay, that seems... I guess we are in a fight now. Oh, there's a red segment. If there's anything video games has taught me, it is a weak point. Also, the eyes tracking you are crazy. We're going in the Glandalox seed. Ooh, I like that sprite. That face is, like, menacing. Okay, oh, awesome. I like this. We shove these into... whatever that thing is. I guess part of the Glandalox seed. Nice. Glandalox seed. What did you do to me, you little virus? Oh, I am going to crush your little body against the walls. Come here. It's a little harder. That little, like, thing inside of the Glandalox seed, when it's opened up, like, oh, the face is a little less confident now. It looked so sad. Oh, a little harder. Harder. I like this, like, somewhat multi-phased boss approach, where we're, you know, sparking a connection with the sort of leg or arm of the Glandalox seed, and then going inside of it and destroying a portion. It's a well-structured fight. Glandalox seed, you're still alive? What are you? I'm gonna kill you so much. I'm going to smear you all over Zara's insides. Ooh, yeah. Careful about my health. I'm only on the nanoscale and I'm like so lackadaisical. But... oh my god. Come on. Okay. Actually, I guess it makes sense that the last fight would be one that challenges you. Very sad now. I assume we go the new direction, but what would happen if I went to the old one? Oh, it's just empty. Alright. Your time is up, Glandalox. Done. Oh my god. Glandalox seed. Miss Nova, she is so yucky and so mean. She is so sad, cough, that she will kill us all. Was a noise if I've ever heard one. Nova, Zara darling, we'll be free. You deserve more than what the center will offer you. I can't even begin to imagine what you will do. Nova. Zara. Can you hear me? How do you feel? Zara, ... Nova. No! What's happening? Zara! Help me. Zara's body shakes violently, but Nova can still make out the look of confusion and terror on the young cleaner's face. Nova reaches out to her, but Zara's physical form crumples down like paper, as though the atmosphere suddenly pressed in on her with 100-fold force. Nova screams. Zara's red skirt settles with a gentle flutter atop her shriveled remains. See Visionary. Well, now, was that your big plan, Nova? To remove Zara's glandulous seed? Ahahaha. Well, points for creativity, but you have sadly miscalculated. See Psalmist. Nova. It's like we always said, the glandulous seed is extremely important. A newly hatched cleaner cannot possibly survive outside its egg without a direct link to the center's energy. Nova. No, it was supposed to be her. I just wanted her to be free. I wanted things to be different this time. See Visionary. ... Oh, boo-hoo-hoo. You disgust me, Nova. You think that you deserve your own body, your own life. Everything you have comes from the center. Everything good about you is a generous gift. You're irascible dust lover. Ah, I see your desires. I see your pathetic fantasies. Ahaha. Don't make me laugh. You were never made for romantic flights of fancy. Nova, you are made to be a helper, to have a servant heart, and to find satisfaction in these simple tasks. But no, it was never enough for Nova now, was it? You had to grab for more and more like a slobbering child. Give me my Palisade. Give me my Dustbound. Give me my Zara. How much time and energy have you wasted making yourself miserable by living at cross purposes with your true nature? You look ridiculous. You must know that. You must know what you look like in the eyes of the center. I'm going to punish you now, Nova. I take no pleasure in this, but it's for your own good. The center has tried for too long to coddle you into the right choices. Now you must face the consequences. I doubt that, See Visionary. I think you take a lot of pleasure in this. See Visionary grabs Nova by the collar, lifting her into the air. He raises an arm to strike. Nova hangs her head, her legs dangling pitifully in the air. All this, was it all for nothing? In the end, this must be what she deserves. But strangely, Nova feels a warmth inside her chest. Unbidden by Nova, a tiny spark creeps slowly from her body, lighting up the space between herself and Visionary. Oh my gosh. You are the nano cleaner, yes, you are more than that. You are a person with feelings and needs and desires. I want you to know, Nova, that all this matters. Every part of you, work and play, joy and sadness, strength and weakness. There's room in the world for all of Nova. Palisade. Yeah, Palisade was good all along. I guess it was true with the Dustbound, but still. If you created me, then you should really understand by now. I am my own being. I'm compelled by my heart and my mind. You have forfeit your right to me, to all of us, and by our very nature. We exist, we are beautiful, and you have no claim to us. Drum cannot go. I love that. And now, isn't it time to form yourself once again? Isn't it time to take that power of adaptation and redirect it towards what you truly believe? As long as you live, Nova, that is your gift. You can always become something new. Elegy Beatty. All the people I cared about Nova coming together. See Visionary. You hurt me? Psalmist, the center requires your energy. Your services have been appreciated, but now you belong to me. Psalmist. Yes, of course. This is what the center requires. Consume me, Visionary. Oh my god. See Visionary. Yes. See Psalmist. Goodbye, Nova. I only ever wanted the best for you. Nova, Psalmist. You don't have to do this. See Psalmist. Well, that is a nice thought. You're so much like her, you know, Palisade. always thinking outside the box, always pushing the limits. Psalmist. Visionary? I would like to know, what happened to Palisade? Visionary. What difference does it make? I don't know. I just always told myself it was an accident, that she hurt herself while attempting some unsafe Palisade antics, that she only had herself to blame, but it was the center, wasn't it? Visionary. We're wasting time here, Psalmist. What is your point? Psalmist. I could believe that I've outlived my usefulness, that I would deserve to be scrapped for energy at the drop of a hat. But her and Nova? I just don't understand. What am I giving my life for? What could be worth this sort of cruelty? Visionary. Have you forgotten, old one? The Center's perfect plan was never ours to comprehend. All we may do is to walk this path together. Now it's time to let go, Psalmist. You know you can never hope to escape my grasp. Psalmist. Nova. I think I understand. I think I see you now. There are things one can become, things that are worse than dust. Sea Psalmist smiles gently at Nova and then closes her eyes. In one sweeping movement, she strums a final discordant glissando upon her instrument. Wow, what a sentence that was. A discordant glissando. Her body begins to shimmer and dissolve. In its place, several rainbow-hued shards of dust crystal float gently in the air. Visionary. Ugh, what a sickening display. No matter, I already digested enough for her to deal with you! Panting with hunger, Sea Visionary drags his body towards Nova. Closer, closer. Suddenly. It was almost too fast to comprehend. Dust shards have ripped into Visionary from above, knocking him back again and again until he advanced no longer. Psalmist? Visionary. Ung. Only a matter of time. Ahaha. The center is Newfoundland. You can't escape who you are. Ahaha. Sea Visionary's body explodes and fizzles into air. Silence at last and stillness. Surrounded by so much death, and yet Nova remains alive. She feels disappointed. She wasn't expecting to be the one to make it through this. Nova turns to the small pile of clothes left behind by Zera, a strange and soft little cairn. What a senseless loss. What a foolish and horrible mistake. But wait. No, could it be? Did the folds of cloth just shift? It must be a trick of light, Nova thinks. And yet, there it is again. Gently, Nova sifts through the pile until she comes across a strange and tiny being. It begins to cry. Awkwardly, Nova picks it up. Aww. What was it that Psalmist said? A newly hatched cleaner cannot possibly survive outside its egg without a direct link to the center's energy? Nova ponders this for a while. She remembers what Drem Kanako taught her about food and sleep. Perhaps there could be another way for this little one. Perhaps with Nova's guidance. I love the little hat on Zera. Oh my god, we're getting the dog too? It's the boat guy! Zera. I wanted so badly to give my life up for yours. My heart ached for the sweet penance of annihilation. In the end, it wasn't even an option. I'm afraid, Zera. I'm afraid of what it means to live for myself. But maybe you will be too. Maybe we all are. Maybe my gift to you will not be the life that I sacrifice, but the life that I live. Somewhere, far beyond the boundaries of everything I once knew. Zera. The cutie pie. Like a person, but small. 100% certified gland lock free. Infinite potential. Nova, the captain. Former nano cleaner. Sad but determined. Inexplicably urged to say ahoy. Mommy. Aw, that's cute. It's a very nice throwback, too, to the beginning of the game. Nova breathes in the briny air as they sail further and further from the shores of Newfoundland. She turns to smile at the tiny form of Zara, who coos with pleasure. Well, I guess this is it, huh? Says Nova. Suddenly. A glowing form spins out of Wolgali's head and starts running in circles around the small deck. It couldn't be. Ash Beatty of Dustbound? A dumbfounded Nova is knocked off balance by the energetic child. Nova slips into the air, hopelessly reaching for a handrail until... Nova's caught mid-fall by a gentle embrace. She's held by none other than LG Beatty. Oh my god, that dip. Also, LG's design is so cool. Nova whispers to LG, I don't know anything. I don't know what is out there or even what is inside of me. LG lifts Nova to her feet and looks out at the horizon. She gives Nova's shoulder a little squeeze. That is the beauty of an ocean, she says. Wow. What a lovely finish. The end. They form a little family and they sail off into the ocean. Newfoundland may be the center, and the center is something we can't escape, but that's okay. We bring, just like Nova brings the Glandulock seed with her in her new life, so do we bring the center with us in our future travels, in our own existence as we continue to define ourselves. And just like Nora was thinking about fear of herself, escaping the town that she grew up to move away, worried that she's just bringing herself with her, she is bringing herself with her, but bringing herself with her doesn't necessarily define her. She can leave and choose for herself. It's not running away, it's choosing anew. Now it's credits. Well, clothing thoughts. I really like this game a lot. It was interesting to play this game again after many years. There's a lot I forgot, and it was nice to get to re-experience these things. I think the world is really well put together. I think structurally its themes, its environment are great. They tie well into the environments. The 3D is a joy to explore. The 2D puzzles are really nice too, and the environments are great. Pacing, I definitely think the beginning of the game, while I understand its narrative purpose, I think it struggles a little bit by being overly structured. And I think the same point could have been done maybe a little bit quicker, but overall, it doesn't necessarily make this a game not worth playing. The bug obviously sucked. Not gonna make any excuses for that. Hopefully that was. I mean, I never experienced that the first time. I had a pretty pleasant time the first time I went around, but yeah, that just is what it is. The back half of the game is clearly its strongest point. The Dustbound are awesome. The post-adventures, the non-linear structure of both dungeon and world are great. The game doesn't really overstay its welcome. I really enjoyed the time. It felt like the right length of game too, for what it was trying to do. I think based off my understanding of the vision of what this game was trying to be, they clearly executed on it phenomenally. One thing I didn't even comment that much on in the whole game is the sound. My god, the music in this game is awesome. It's such a variety. So nice. It just feels right when you're experiencing the world. overall, I had a great time. There are definitely some rough edges for sure, but nothing that I would say completely detracts from the experience. And I think the strengths far outweigh what I would describe as the flaws of this game. And I'm glad it took its risks, right? I'm glad that even for some of the ideas that maybe didn't pay off as well as others, like there's clear thought and intent through it, and I think making the decisions that were made in order to achieve the artistic goals is honestly, I think, worth making a quote-unquote perfect game. Just like the dust doesn't necessarily make us perfect, so should the games we play should also be human. And what I really love about this game is this game's a very human game. And yeah. Final message. Anodyne 2 Return to Dust was self-funded and self-published by Analgesic Productions. It was planned, produced, part-time and full-time from December 2017 to July 2019. Thank you to our players, fans, streamers, video makers, critics, long time and new, for your support. Marina Kataka and Melos Hantani. Another fine day in Robust Bound Village. Everything appears in its proper place, thanks to the center for its marvelous design. What a wondrous... Hey, wait a second. I've never seen this here before. There's a note underneath it. Dear Drem, we hope you enjoy eating this bowl of soup. Remember, eating is like reverse talking. Sincerely, Nova Analogy. Drem Kanako. Bowl of soup. Eating. What is this mumbo jumbo? Says it's from Nova and Elegy? Ah, yes, that peculiar pink lady. Drem Kanako. Well, this clearly doesn't belong here. I better throw it out before word gets around. Drem. Yes, just gonna toss it in the trash now. Haha. On the other hand, maybe I better investigate more closely. For the center, of course. Sniff. It smells kind of nice, actually. Really nice. Well, talking is when words come out of your mouth. So perhaps eating is when soup goes into your mouth. Yes, that is the only logical interpretation I can think of. I suppose just a bite couldn't hurt, right? Yeah, here goes nothing. Slurp, munch, gobble, gulp. Melos Hantani walks out from behind the UI and waves at you. It seems that Melos would like to give you a message. Hi there, you've reached the end of the story of Nova and Newfoundland. Marina and I are so glad you finished your game. But I heard the Metashop got a new shipment in. There was something suspicious in the Nexus 2. I wonder what it could be. When you reload your save file, you'll be back in Blue Veil Center, as if Nova never confronted the center. You may wish to investigate these aforementioned new things. Okay, farewell. Be safe. Well, that was a bit of a longer episode, but not too much more. But I think we would call it. Maybe in some future I might come back and do the MetaClean framework stuff, but I'm satisfied with my conclusion. I've done what I needed to for Game Club, and now I'm going to upload this and send it off and share this with some friends, my other members of my community, and yeah. Thank you so much for watching. This was Anodyne 2 Return to Dust, Part 10. It's over. I hope you had a good time. I did. My name is Ev, and I will see you sometime in the future. Bye-bye.